Alright, children, adults, and people that are not those things. Today we're going to learn about combining like terms. This is something you hear about a lot. You're going to combine like terms anytime you're wanting to solve a multi-step equation or a multi-step inequality or any type of equation. You're going to have to combine like terms. It's usually the first step you take. Okay? Now, in this, I pretty much put the longest multi-step equation on the planet in here. Okay? Now, here's what you do. When you combine like terms, all that means is what it says. You're combining terms or numbers or variables or whatever that are similar, that can be combined, okay? So, for instance, you've got this equal sign right here. That's essentially your split. You've got this side of the equation right here, then you got this side of the equation right here. When you combine like terms, you're going to ignore that just for a minute, and we're going to do this side together and then this side together. And then after we combine our like terms, then we can start going across the equal sign and solving it, okay? So, what we're going to do is I'm going to focus on this side first, and then I'll focus on this side, okay? So, when you combine like terms, this is how I do it, and I do everything completely correct. And that's true, that I've never messed anything up. Okay, I'm going to stop talking. All right, so this is the way I do it that keeps me organized so I don't miss stuff. Because a lot of times people will drop a variable or two in here whenever they get confused because there's a lot of variables. So it's okay to be confused. It happens. I start at the first one, 9, and I circle it. And then what I do is I go to each single one, and I look and see what can combine with this. Now, the only thing that's going to be able to combine with 9, because this is a regular old Joe number, cannot combine anything that has a variable. Can't add or subtract them. You can always multiply, but you cannot add or subtract stuff if they're not the same. That won't work because there's an X. That won't work because there's a Y. And that won't work because there's an X. Oh my goodness, this will work, okay? Remember to bring the signs that's in front of it, okay? That's going to be involved. So all I do is 9 plus 6, which is 15. Then I mark it out. That way I don't count certain things twice, and I know when I've used certain things, okay? Like I said earlier, we're stopping here at the equal sign. We'll bring it down later, but we don't want it just yet. Now, what can combine with positive 2x, negative 8x? So let's do positive 2 minus 8, which is negative 6x, okay? Now you've got 2 x's and you're subtracting 8 x's. So don't get confused and think that the x's cancel out. They don't. You're just adding and subtracting them. That doesn't happen like that. Mark them out, remember? Now, it's easy. I know the only thing left on this side of the equal sign is this, so I just add 3y. Now I can combine like terms on this side. I bring down my equal sign. What combines with 18? Plus 10. So that's 28. Okay, cancel those out. What combines with positive 3y? Negative 6y. So I do positive 3 minus 6, which is negative 3y. Cancel them out. The only thing left is minus x. Now, see, I've circled and marked out every single monomial within this entire polynomial. Okay? So I can cancel those out, and I know I didn't miss any. Now this is my new equation right here, okay? Now, what I do, I've already combined like terms. So you're done with what I want to teach you, and that's combining like terms. So then all you do now is you would get the things that are similar together. So for instance, I would try to get my x's all on, I always try to use the smaller number and get it to the other side. Let's put 15 on this side. So how do I get 15 over there? I have to subtract it. Remember, you do opposites to get rid of stuff. That cancels out. That becomes 13. Alright, now we'll do our x. Okay, so our x's, so you can even mark out here. That x and that x. I need to get those. Now, we're not combining like terms. When you combine like terms, it's on the same side of the equal sign. So it's like 2 plus 2 is 4. 5 plus 5 is 10. 2 minus 2 is 0. Okay, you're doing regular math. When you go across this equal sign, when you're going across that equal sign, you've got to do the opposite. That's how you get rid of stuff on one side, because it'll cancel it out. Like if I want to move this 6x over here, remember like I said I get the lowest stuff? I would add 6x to both sides. Okay? That's the reason I do that is because negative 6x plus 6x is 0, so it gets rid of that. Okay, and so that would put this over here as positive 5x. And then I would put my y's on this side just because it's once again the lower number, and that gives me something over here on this side besides 0. So I just add 3y to both sides. That'd make that 6y. All right, and that's simplified right there. If you're trying to make it look like a standard equation, you would get your x's together and your y's on the same side and then leave this on the other side, which all you'd have to do is subtract 5x. So just to follow through on that little guy. That's in standard form, okay? Now, that's how you combine like terms.
Hey, thanks for showing up. Give me subscribe and check out TarverAcademy.com. Pizza?
Alright, check out TarverAcademy.com. I got full lessons and stuff, and it's got links to other crud I do. And then check out my Facebook if you want, Twitter, and then my other YouTube channel. Okay, bye-bye!